everyone, my name is Bree and welcome to my channel. So this week we're going to be talking about how to practice mindfulness. So let's just start off with the agreed upon definition for mindfulness, according to Google. So, mindfulness, according to Google, there's two definitions, by the way. The first one is a quality or state of being conscious or aware of something. And then the second one, which is the one that I actually prefer, is a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensation, used as a therapeutic technique. So, pretty much what I got from that is mindfulness is just being in the present moment. So the way I achieve that is by first I started doing mindful meditations. So with those meditations, the whole idea is to start identifying different details in the present moment in order to kind of like collect data to kind of just ground yourself. So think of it kind of like, you know, when you're graduating or, you know, you're just doing something that means a lot to you. You're pretty mindful during that time, you know, like you're walking on stage, you remember like how cold it was in the auditorium, you remember looking out, seeing your parents like so proud of you, you remember like how you did your hair, like how your face feels, especially like if you did a special makeup look, you can feel that foundation on your face. Like you pay attention to that. You might be thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't fall. Like all that just adds to being mindful. So the idea is to apply that type of state of being in your daily life. So those mindful meditations kind of help with that. They kind of just bring things to your attention. That's what I'm looking for. Gosh, words. So they'll say stuff like, notice how the chair feels on your butt, or like, notice how the clothes are just laying on your skin, like that type of shit. And you're just like, oh, yeah, I do notice that type of stuff. And yeah, that's what mindful meditations kind of teach you. So I use the Calm app for that. You can also just go on YouTube and just search mindful meditations, and there's hundreds. Just choose one that stands out to you and give it a try. I think I talked about the Calm app in my last video, so I'm not going to go into that again, but definitely check my last video if you didn't see it. So yeah, mindful meditation, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm not even joking. It's like a lot of fun to actually be mindful. I think what I might do actually is make a playlist, like a morning playlist of like maybe like a mix of mindful meditations and maybe like some motivational videos, and like put it on my YouTube so you guys can check it out and like have it playing in the morning. So yeah, you'll be practicing mindfulness like first thing in the morning. That's a good idea. Just thought of that. Okay, cool. So in order to be in the present moment also, you need to practice acceptance and then also forgiveness. So you can't really be in the present if you don't accept it. Now I'm not saying like, you know, be like, you know what, I accept my life for what it is. Fuck my goals, like this is just my life. No, like have goals. That's the purpose of your life, to just be your best self. I'm saying what you need to do is just accept the fact that you're not happy with how your life is, if that's the case for you. I'm just talking about my case, like I'm not happy with my current circumstances. So instead of just being like, you know what, it's okay, blah, 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 acceptance, or just, you know, completely rejecting it, I'm at the point now where I'm just like, you know what, I don't like the way my life is right now, but I'm thankful for the experience because it's providing me with the tools in order to grow as a person and get to the next steps of my journey. And that's what I mean by acceptance. Also, forgiveness is a big part of being in the present as well. You may blame yourself for your current life situation, or you may blame other people. And I'm telling you, those feelings will fucking eat you alive. I'm talking from experience now. So you need to actually begin the process of forgiving yourself or forgiving others depending on your circumstance. And I think in my last video I also linked and briefly touched on forgiveness and self-forgiveness. as well, but I'll link those down below if you guys are interested. I think I had self-forgiveness meditation, and I also had self-forgiveness affirmations. Or you don't have to look at any of those videos and you just want to start the process doing your own thing. It's completely fine as long as you're doing something to help yourself. That's what matters. I'm just talking about my experience. So yeah, self-forgiveness is a big thing. There will be a lot of tears during the journey, but you know, tears are just your heart releasing emotion. Also, keep a mindfulness journal. The way that I do it, I actually got the idea from Teal Swan. So the way that I set it up is I have one side that's all negative, and then the other page is gonna be positive. And I do it in bullet points. So that first page, I just go off. I'm just like, fuck today, I feel like shit. It's raining outside, I don't like that shit either. Blah, blah, blah. And then the reason why I do it in bullet points is the number of bullet points I have for the negative, I gotta match with the positive. So the positive will be a mixture of stuff that you're excited for the day and stuff that you're grateful for. So maybe like your negative side is I feel like shit today, but you can also say I'm also really excited because I have this amazing breakfast plan. That type of thing. So yeah, that's something that I would recommend doing 1 to 3 times a week, or you can do it every day. Personally, for me, I'm not really a journaler. I don't want to say I'm not really a writer, I just don't enjoy it. So I just aim for 1 to 3 times per week because that's something that I can manage. Like I'm like, okay, I can do it at least like, you know, once a week. I can manage that. So definitely try that if that interests you at all. Also during the day, I like to do daily check-ins. So during those daily check-ins, what I like to do is ask myself how I'm feeling. So think about how much stimuli that you're exposed to during your waking hours. You know, you're scrolling on Instagram, you see one thing that makes you sad and that's something else that makes you happy, another post that just piss you off. And then think about TV, the radio, music, all this shit is evoking all these different emotions in you. Yet you don't even process them because you're not aware. So it's good just during the day. You don't have to do this like every single hour, but during the day, just ask yourself like, hey, how am I feeling right now? And then you answer. If you're feeling happy, just be like, you know what? I'm feeling happy. If you're feeling not happy, you're just like, you know what? I'm fucking pissed right now. Explore that. Be like, you know what? Well, why am I pissed? What pissed me off? What can I do to change that in a healthy way? Try doing that during the day. Like when I do a daily check-in with myself, I did one before filming. I'm like, you know what? I feel a little tense right now, but at the same time, I feel at peace because I'm doing something that I love, which is helping people and being on camera. Pretty quick. It takes not even 10 seconds just to do a daily check-in. So my last tip for practicing mindfulness is start to get to know yourself. Like I cannot urge this enough when it comes to mindfulness, when it comes to just your journey in general. Getting to know yourself, that connection with yourself is one of the most important assets you will ever have. That connection with yourself, your actual being. So this is something that's a journey. You're not going to just get to know yourself overnight, but it's something that, you know, you want to be aware of. So I first want to start by saying that everything in your life is a tool. From the phone or computer that you're watching this video on, to the chair that you're sitting on, to even your family and friends. And I know that sounds super insensitive, but if you think about them, they serve a role in your life. Therefore, they're kind of like a tool in a sense. Now, don't treat them like tools. Don't be like, you're just a fucking tool. No, I'm just be aware. So once you start to accept the fact that everything is a tool, you start to detach from it in a sense, and it makes manifesting and also dealing with change so much smoother. because you're not afraid of losing. You may be afraid of losing something, but at the end of the day, you know that it's not something that's permanent to begin with. It's just something that helps you in that present moment, and it's not needed anymore. And I'm saying this because there's different tools to help you get to know yourself. So the one that helped me the most was astrology. Now, I know a lot of people don't really care about astrology because whatever reason, but it actually helped me get to know myself a lot. Now, I'm not talking about like my sun sign and, you know, like, oh, is this person compatible? I'm talking about like actually studying your natal and your birth chart. You'll learn so much about yourself. Now, I'm not like an astrologer, so I'm not going to go too deep into it because, like, I don't want to offend anybody. But there's so much information to learn and so much information in astrology that helps you understand the world around you. It's definitely worth checking out. I think doing your natal chart will only take you like 10 minutes, and that's to actually plug in your information and read everything. Like, just 10 minutes out of your day. And if you don't like it, just forget about it. Numerology was also helpful as well, but I feel like astrology is so much more detailed. Oh God, I don't want to piss anybody off. This is just this is just what I've experienced. Anyways, moving on. Travel is a great tool for getting to know yourself as well. Like, have your Eat, Pray, and Love. Eat, Pray, Love. Was that the book? Have that type of experience. Travel, meet people, experience different cultures, learn about yourself. It's great. It's like, I would love to do that. Like, if somebody likes to travel and you have some extra money and you want to bring me, I'm down for it. Like, that's on my bucket list. That's something I've always wanted to do, just travel. So yeah, that's a great tool. If you don't have the means to travel, just go on dates with yourself. That's what I did. Just go to the movies, a museum, go get some food. And I'm not talking about like go get some food and, you know, sit there scrolling on your phone or listening to music. No, like actually sit there and eat your food and just be alone with your thoughts. And, you know, as intimidating as that sounds, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Like, it's not that awkward, I'm telling you. You just sit there and you just think about how your day is, how you're feeling. You do some of these exercises that I told you about, and you'll have a nice little dinner or lunch or whatever you want to do. And the more you do it, the more you get to know yourself, which is great. So another way is, like I said before, journaling. Or if you really don't want to journal, one of my friends actually told me about this a few months ago. I'm not going to say her name, but she knows who I'm talking about because I know she subscribes to my channel. With recording videos. Oh my gosh, like that was one of like the best tips I got when it came to mindfulness. Like, so what she told me was to actually just record videos. I do one to 3 times a week, and I just talk about like how I'm feeling, an event that happened, and sometimes I just do rant videos where I'm just pissed off about something. I would record it on Snapchat, and then I would just save it to my memories. You don't post it or anything like that. So then you start to have an accumulation of all these journal entries. And it's really cool because, you know, when Snapchat does like a monthly recap or they say like, oh, this time last year, you get to see your growth, which is really cool. And then the funny thing is seeing your rant videos like a few months later, you're just like, what the fuck was I talking about? Like, they're so funny. Just seeing yourself mad is hilarious, in my opinion. So yeah, those are some of my tips for mindfulness. I just want to urge you guys that once you start to connect with yourself, you start practicing mindfulness without realizing it. Like I'm gonna keep saying this, get to know yourself. That's gonna be one of the most powerful things you can ever do. You start to realize like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this person resonates with me, this person is fucking bad for me or whatever, or just I'm not feeling this person. It just helps you create like this tunnel vision towards your goals and who you want to be, which is great. And you need to protect that because there's people out here, especially when you really get on your journey, when you really start getting close to your goals, that will try to take you away from yourself. Like, it's your own family sometimes. Like, it's crazy. That's what I'm telling you. Like, know yourself. Know when someone's trying to manipulate you. Know when someone's not right for you, or even something. Just focus on yourself, and then everything else will fall into place. And yeah, that's it. Like, it's war out here. Like, y'all don't realize it, but like, people will really try to take you away from your path, and you won't even know what's happening. You're just like, I don't understand like what's happening in my life. Like, I don't feel like myself. If you're saying you don't feel like yourself, that's a problem. You need to reconnect. You need to take some time away. Just be like, all right, let me just get away from everybody. Let me take a break right now, and let me figure out what the fuck is going on. Anyways, yes, that's just some of my tips for practicing mindfulness. I hope that helped. Make sure to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys have a great day as well. I will see you guys in my next video. Is there anything else I need to add? Yes, follow me on Instagram at blossomwithbree_. If you guys have any questions, you need to talk to anybody, definitely just send me a DM. Comment below, by the way, any types of mindfulness exercises or techniques that you practice during the day. I would love to hear from them, because I may implement them into my life, or they may help someone else. I mean, don't be shy. We're a community here. Like, nobody's going to cuss you out for talking about how you practice mindfulness, and if they do, I'll delete the message before you even see it, so there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, let me actually end this video. So make sure you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Have a good one.